Good day, ladies and gents. I'm Emilio A. Colon Sr. This is the EC Show coming to you from sunny South Florida. As always, my right-hand man, Mr. Swagger McDougan's, About That Life, Joseph Budo. This is a full EJ production in association with Jeremy Torres and the boys up at the Performing Arts Center here in Coral Springs. Jordan Crate from Jordan Crate Photography is in the building as well. The show is sponsored by KD Power Greens, my urban farm microgreens company that I own with my kids. Guys, make sure you visit kdpowergreens.com. Also, make sure you get all of your brand new EC Respect merch at EnasiaColon.com. ENASIACOLON.com. Now, as you can see, we're in a different little setup right here.
I'm loving it.
And listen, this is beautiful.
You guys caught me off guard with the start.
This is nice. Look at him. He's his feet up. He's chilling. He's enjoying himself. He's having a good time.
Well, normally you're the one that gets to lounge.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now we got enough room for we both
share.
lounge.
Sharing is caring, right?
Both lounge.
No, this is worth it. This is good. This is actually really, really good.
And it looks good. I like the feel.
So a little backstory for those that are just tuning in for the first time. We're shooting this on Monday. Normally we shoot on Tuesdays and everything comes out on Wednesdays. People get early access Tuesday evening. This is normally the stuff that's up in level 3 where we get booted out sometimes because they have shows and stuff like that that go on here. This is the furniture that's up there.
We've shot on this couch. It's not on this stage.
Yes. Shout out to the fellow Muslim convention that just happened this past weekend.
Mashallah.
Mashallah, because they're the ones that brought this down here during the convention, and the boys at the Performing Arts Center said, oh, we're just going to leave it. And I was like, hell yeah, just leave it. This is a lot better.
Mashallah, Habibi.
Because to tell you the truth, to be quite honest with you.
Where'd you get that, though? Like,
the old furniture's dope, but the old furniture's, like, done.
It was risky, dog.
Tell them why.
I mean, every time you sat on that couch, you were playing with your life.
So you feel safer on this one?
Oh, I feel real safe. I feel secure. I feel like a baby that's coddled in a crib right now. Before it was like you were cliffhanging.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You sat on the thing, it was like, okay, we're going down there. And then every time you adjusted up, I had to adjust with you. I'm like, this one, we can have a jumping party on this one.
This is cool. This is cool.
So what are we diving into first?
Let's talk about this weekend. This weekend was nice. First off, I want to give a shout out to Parkland Soccer Club, Dumel, and all of them.
Shout out Dumel big time.
Listen,
for me.
And real talk, this is their first time doing a college showcase for the girls. They've done one for boys, but this one they did for the girls. They partnered up with FC Prime. I think that's how you say it, Prime FC or FC Prime.
Prime Football
They
Club.
did it together.
And for those who don't know, most people don't, they're somewhat rivals because a lot of the girls from Parkland go to Prime. Prime is a very, very, very good program. They take care of all their players, men and women. Whereas Parkland was kind of focused more just on the guys for a long time, and now they're starting to catch up, and girls are starting to get the same type of training and all that. But yeah, the event was next level.
So basically, what they had is like, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know exactly. Don't quote me. I'm sorry. I will get the numbers eventually, but I think it was like 30 plus schools were there over the weekend.
A lot of good schools too.
And you literally got the schools into your backyard to be able to showcase your child's talents to these schools. Just to name drop a few, Stenson was there, the Florida Gators was there, Penn State was there. So it's like that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen too often. You know what I'm saying?
Especially in Parkland.
No, absolutely not.
No.
So I wanted.
There's a lot of girls that traveled a long way to go to this thing.
I wanted to give a shout out to Dumel and Coach Lewis for putting all that together and collaborating with Prime as well. Give a shout out to them because that doesn't happen too often, and I hope that a lot of people.
Rivals, so it's good to see them all come together. And from Anasia's alumni of Parkland, my daughter's been going through the trenches with Parkland for the past couple of years, and a lot of the players that she played with on Parkland are now Prime players. My daughter's just built different. She's got a sense of loyalty to her.
Anasia played with Prime for half a season.
Did she?
Yeah, she played for. It's crazy because she played for Prime for half a season, and she was still the top scorer and the top player there the year she was there.
Yeah, I mean, G's got offers, and I've offered to take her to the practices. They're 45-minute drives every practice. I've offered to make the commitment for her, and she stays true to Parkland, and it's paying off because last season they won almost every tournament they went to, and she's been playing great.
So shout out to them. And listen, it's so important because you know what? It's important from an educational standpoint. The parents get to see it. They get to see it firsthand what it's really, really like to get these big schools in front of you. And everything is possible. Everything is obtainable. I tell everybody all the time, I'm like, listen, you guys don't understand. We're living proof that it can happen, more than anything else.
I told you about all the time, man. She's like, you want me to go to this because you think I'm going to be a failure? I'm like, no.
No.
It's the opposite. I'm trying to set you up not to fail.
You know what I think, Joe? And this is to be honest with you, and this is from one father to the next, and whoever else is watching out there, maybe you guys can learn from this, I hope. I think our intentions are great. I think the way we deliver the message is terrible.
Because passionate is
Yes.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Yes.
Because I've had this conversation with her. I want her to she doesn't understand how fucking great she is. She don't see it. I see it. People that watch her play see it. She doesn't feel it.
Right.
And it's like me trying to get her to realize
Buy in.
the second you realize how fucking great you are, you're gonna appreciate the things you're able to do on the pitch.
Yeah.
The things that you do, it comes easy to you because you're so used to doing it. But other people that are watching whose kids can't do that are blown away by the things that you do. And it's for you, it doesn't come off like that. But for people watching, it's exciting.
Yeah, of course.
So I want her to just get invested like I'm invested. I just know what she's capable of. And after seeing Ine's journey and how hard she worked to get where she's got to, I think it is 100% attainable for G if she starts right now.
Absolutely.
And I was trying to tell her, I'm like, these scouts that are looking at you at this event, they're licking their chops because they're looking at you and you're pretty seasoned, and they're like, she's in 10th grade.
Yeah.
So I got 2 more years of her college and travel getting more groomed before they come to my school.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're looking at you like a prime rib.
And listen, they really want to make their selection of the decisions this year and next year. They don't want to decide by 12th grade because normally they already have their teams.
So they're looking at her like, all right, we got 2 years with this one. Then by the time she gets to us, baller.
Yeah, of course.
And Gibella made some really good, unselfish plays. And there was one play where she had a wide open shot, could have piped
Still
it.
passed it off.
Danced through everybody, nasty spin move. I'll show you the video. And laid it off. Player got the goal, and then there was one that was a beautiful pass she just missed, and then there was a play where this girl went in hard on G, and G dropped her real bad. The girl face down, and the play went on. G turned right around, put her hand out, helped this girl up who's on the other team.
Right.
And I was trying to explain to G
good sportsmanship.
I'm like, it's about winning. Yeah, they want to see you win, but they also want to see how you are as a person.
Right, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Character.
That shows your character. You know what I'm saying? You helped up a player that you passed off a ball that you could have shot. Little things. I go, they want to see commitment. I told her, you could be the best player in the world, but if you're a shitty teammate or you're bad for the locker room, I go, there's NFL players right now.
Yeah, of course.
That could go out and win a Super Bowl, but you know what? Nobody wants them in the locker room because they're infection, they're a cancer.
Nah, you don't need that.
You don't want that. So I told her, and listen, Gibella has always been good with that, priding herself on her character, and just demanding the respect that she is and giving the respect that people deserve. And I think that she does that very well inside the game and outside the game.
So I hope everybody from Parkland and everybody from Prime
everyone had a
enjoyed
good time
the
coming
first Parkland Prime collab college showcase here in Parkland. I heard it went amazing.
Prayers out, too, because I heard a lot of girls went down on the first day. A lot of ACLs, MCLs, the fields weren't cooperating. A couple of girls that I personally know had to come out early, and hopefully they heal up nice.
And they didn't get too hurt.
They got aggressive, man, because there were these are the best girls from all around. Just the one girl that passed that ball to G for that shot, one of the best passes I've ever seen. It literally bent around the defender perfectly and went right to Gibella's foot. Gibella laid on it, and the goalie laid out one leg and got a toe on this ball to just push it.
Kick save and a beauty.
Kick save and a beauty, but man, the pass that Gibella got to take that shot, I was like, I wish I could.
Congratulations to Parkland for putting that together.
Yeah, man, that was
Appreciate
an
you
awesome
guys.
event. Do it more often.
So,
there's one in February, but it's far shit.
Another thing, Joe's not shooting his pod today. Normally you shoot today.
Normally we shoot on Mondays.
And Jeremy, please, if you don't mind, put it up. I apologize in advance, guys. Make sure you click like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes, please.
We're getting messages as Joe's dad is in Jamaica on vacation, enjoying himself, and the messages we're getting are insane. Because for those that don't know, Joe's dad cannot do any form of spice or pepper.
That he knows about.
Yes.
If
Now
he
tell
doesn't
them.
know,
Explain.
If he doesn't know, he doesn't really pick up on it. He's a big placebo guy. So if he knows it's there, his brain's going to tell him he tastes it.
Right.
You can put it all over. My brother even said it when we were making the steak. He's like, bro, every time you order a steak, it's cooked with salt and pepper. He goes, not my steaks. Yes, they are, bro. You just don't taste it. So my dad's first night there, he goes, motherfucker, everything here is Caribbean this, Caribbean that. He goes, they got peppers with peppers in it. he goes, I can't eat nothing. He goes, I'm gonna come home losing weight. He goes, I'm at an Oriental restaurant in Jamaica right now. There's not a single Oriental here, not even one that's on vacation.
So the funny part about it is I tell Wendy that when you send me that message, I tell Wendy, she goes, of course there's Chinese Jamaicans that are there. What is wrong with Big Ralph?
Yeah, he said he didn't see one in there, man. And so then my mom sent me a picture of them down by the beach, and there was a big plate of Jamaican beef patties, and she's like, you would love it here because she knows how much I love my Jamaican beef patties. And I go, oh, my God. She was only there for a day. I go, I'd probably be 40 deep right now.
Right.
And she goes, your father just had the mild one, and he's drooling out of the mouth. She goes, I had the spicy one, obviously. And I'm not going to say what I said because I don't want you to get a flag, what I wrote back. But I was like, he's not a man.
So, guys, make sure you click like, subscribe to I Apologize in Advance. He's going to shoot his episode later this week. It's going to be
either
a shot and a release, right?
Yeah, I'm going to shoot and release. It's either
shoot and
gonna,
release.
hopefully tomorrow. I wanted to give my dad time to get home and get settled.
And you have more content to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully he's good to go tomorrow. We can get it out tomorrow because I want to get him while everything's fresh on his mind. I'm sure he's got some really funny stories from out there because my dad he's a man of the people. You know, he's like me. We're extroverts. Like, we have no problem. There's videos of my dad dancing. This Jamaican guy's doing a whole song concert and everything. There's nobody there.
He's the only one.
My dad's the only one. My dad is out there dancing by himself, rocking out with this guy. The guy keeps calling him out and the shit. Then there's another video of these two guys singing to my dad on the beach, and they wouldn't call him Robert. They kept calling him Bob throughout the whole song. So they're like, Bob, I'm chilling on the beach. And my dad's sitting there with his little...
You ever wondered why that happens? No. But I mean, like, yeah, of course. But, like, you know how, so, for example, William is Bill.
Yeah.
And then Robert is Bob.
Richard's Dick. That's a weird one.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
where'd Dick come from?
Who makes that?
I called my father-in-law. My father-in-law is on my phone. He's Dick Pacone.
Oh, my God.
And we got a kid that we bowl with. His name's Richard Perry. We call him Dick Perry. He was at the draft.
Who comes up with that shit?
But
like,
it's funny because,
seriously.
like, at the bowling alley now, I don't know. I'm sorry for it happening, but everybody at the bowling alley calls him Dick now.
That's terrible.
So literally, like, 6 lanes over, it's like, Dick!
So my little brother, he's Carlos, but in English, they say it's Charles. It's like, why the fuck is that? Like, where did that come from?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, there's some weird ones. Like, the Richard Dick one never really made sense to me. Like, where'd that come from?
So, then again this weekend, shout out to Phil and Sam. We love you guys so much. We appreciate you.
Love them. Happy
birthday to Zahara. Zahara's 10th birthday. EJ and I and Joe ended up being there, and Rachel was there as well with Melania. And they were just having a good old time. We started playing basketball. Playing basketball. EJ took up a couple shots. Missed them.
Yo,
Don't get on the mic talking lies.
No. Dad.
I can't see your face because of the camera.
I went like 4 for 4, and then you were like, this is the most shots this kid's ever made in my life.
I didn't lie.
Who was out there? Just you and your
Yo,
dad?
Joe. Okay, here's the thing about Joe.
Joe got the
I just
basket
know
on.
he's a rat. I just know if you ever, like, if we went back in time and I just watched him play basketball, I just know he's like a rat. I just know he's just like all over the place.
I'm not one you want playing defense on.
Yeah, I'm like, Joe, you're on my team. I don't care.
No, for real, I'm a nuisance.
Oh, he's a nuisance?
I'm a nuisance, I told him, I was like, I don't, when I play basketball with people, bro, me and Vinny Delappy beat Pat Miller and Brandon Israel wasted at 3 o'clock in the morning. They wouldn't stop talking shit. We played for $100 and they lost.
How about that night? Remember?
Me and Vinny smokes 7 packs of Newports a day.
Yeah.
I was still drinking, and we beat Pat and Brandon, who supposedly are the hoopers of the crew. It was just straight up lockdown defense, and you felt that chest pass I gave you, EJ?
Bro, here's the thing about Joe. We're
got
literally just putting up shots, and he's like, I got rebound, boxes me out of nowhere. And just
box out game is big, bro.
Hey, stick to what you know.
You know what I'm
That's what he's good at. That's what he's good at.
I didn't even know he was coming. He just
Bro, I'm just
boomed
saying, I
me
played
out of
hockey,
nowhere.
brother. I've been boxing out big guys my whole life.
So the night before, I literally picked up all of our merch, our brand new merch, and Phil wanted a special delivery.
Oh, Phil got that one-on-one.
Phil wanted a special delivery because he wanted to wear the outfit the next day.
Yeah.
So I dropped it off, and I didn't know because I made certain ones. So I make like I want to call them player editions, right? So I make one for you specifically, one for EJ specifically, like one for the stuff that we have that no one else has, just so we can have different stuff.
Throw me mine, Jordan.
I'm wearing it. This is it.
No. I want my one that's about to be for when baseball season starts. Give me a toss.
for the trash
So,
My Yankees edition.
so I'm at the warehouse. I'm picking up my stuff. Shout out to Ronnie from Imprint. I'm picking up the stuff, and I come.
Great quality. This thing feels great.
And I'm coming, and whatchamacallit says, yo, man, you think you can get that to me so I can wear it for the event? And I'm like, yeah, no doubt. I'll come to the house. I'll drop it off, whatever. So I drop it off, and sure enough, it's my fault. There's nobody to blame. I pull out the one of one for me.
Yeah.
Just to show him, because
I
it's
feel
a
like-
different.
I feel like you lose a lot of your one-on-ones.
It's a different one that I'm using. So this is like a higher quality hoodie that I'm gonna start ordering soon. And Phil puts it on, models it, and it's a wrap. It's over. He's like, nope, I want this one.
I got a picture of Phil wearing it from you, and I was like, damn, that's like the glare on the actual respect. Like I was like, ooh, that one was.
So
done right.
you know, Jordan, you're familiar because you've done this before. You know how like you have a lower level of something, or like that's your medium, and then you have a higher quality premium or whatever. Yeah. So this is gonna be like the higher quality premium. People are gonna be able to order this and choose whether they want the premium one or they just want the basic one that we all get and we
listen,
wear. They're durable. No, they're good.
For everyone that's just watching, they're all fine. My family lives in them.
But it's obvious that you pay more for this one because once you touch it and you feel it, you know right away. It's just like, oh,
It's like
no break.
that six hoodie you wear. It's got that thick like.
No drawstring sleeve.
Oh yeah, that's another good thing. It was like it had the double cross hood in the front with no drawstrings, which is like for me, I'm a big collar guy. Mm-hmm. Like if the collar's no bueno, the shirt's no bueno.
Yeah.
Like it could be the dopest shirt in the world, but like all those new LA ones, like with the stretch collar.
So I'm
Can't do that
beating
shit,
myself up for 2 days because mind you, I saw him Friday and I saw him at the party Saturday, and he's wearing it. I'm like, damn, I shot myself in the foot.
Listen, man, you could tell that it's like. Like I had to even touch the respect on it because it looked like it was raised, but it's just that quality of the way that material took the print. Mm-hmm. It just looks so much.
We also made test sweatpants, but the test sweatpants for my liking.
Ladies, we got crop tops coming.
Oh, those are coming. Yeah.
The girls are adamant about it. We try to tell them that girls don't really like to buy things for themselves. They buy things for. I mean, they do like to buy things for themselves.
They buy things when they see other girls buying it. That's what they do.
Yeah. Or if it's got a name brand on it.
So, for example, I use this as an example. They saw a bunch of other women holding Stanleys in their hand, so they decided to go get Stanleys for themselves, too. That's when it happened.
Hey, I got a lot of Stanleys.
No, you do. No, I understand. But
I'm a Stanley fan.
It's a monkey see, monkey do thing when it comes to them.
I just love the convenience of 40 gallons of water on a handle. Just felt good.
Yes, but you weren't
doing
doing
what's funny?
it.
I broke 3 handles off 3 Stanleys. I got to send them an email.
But you weren't doing it until everybody else was doing it.
Correct. I wasn't fucking doing it at all.
See?
My wife was doing it.
See? That's my point.
My wife and my kids.
That's my point. And then your wife saw somebody else doing it, and she decided to do it
Chiba
too.
And Melania, I need the Starbucks edition. I need the Valentine's Day edition. I'm like, yo, listen, I'm going to take a step back.
No, but shout out to Phil and shout out to Sam. And mind you, the spread was phenomenal.
Oh, I posted the spread.
Dude, I took the spread home. I was eating it the next day.
Bro, they gave me so much. I had Ziploc bags full of pizza. Like,
cheese,
they take
pickles,
this,
olive.
They're like, we don't want any leftovers. We had enough. Bro, they had enough to feed an army.
I didn't take none of the meats because I don't eat pork, so they had pepperoni and salami and this and that.
I had 4 Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwiches.
Yo, bro,
original.
they had like unlimited chicken sandwiches. I'm like, oh, we're about to run out. I'm not gonna eat it. Yo,
At
they're
the end
like,
of the night, they still had 4 boxes of pizza left.
yo. They literally, Phil was like, come inside. Yo, they had like 200 chicken sandwiches left. I was like, dog, what are you gonna do with this?
Nah,
like,
listen, they're absolutely
those
amazing.
Those things did not go to waste. I know I ate another 2 chicken sandwiches when I got home. And I don't know if I did the pizza, but I definitely did 2 more chicken sandwiches when I got home. I couldn't stop eating last night. Last night was
so Joe ends up disappearing for good because everybody ends up dwindling down, leaving. All the little kids that had fun, they end up leaving, and Joe ends up disappearing for a good like 30 minutes or so with Phil. Obviously, Phil takes him into Fort Knox and shows him his assortment of arsenal that he has. Yeah, but I know that Joe's seen it before because Joe told me about it.
Yeah, no, there was a sight that he had for one of his long-range rifles that wasn't charged last time I was there, and he charged it up so I could see it. It's
a video game.
It's literally it's a
video game.
It's a hollow sun night vision that goes already in front of his optic that's already there. So like, Literally, I'm looking at his neighbor's house through the night vision. I can see people walking around in all white, and they're a good.
It's like playing Fortnite.
Yeah, they're a good 140 yards away, and I can just see white people just moving. I was like, yo, you need to get the thermal. He goes, I already ordered it. Like, I would love to see it. Like, literally, everything is like, you can't see nothing, and all of a sudden you just see a red, blue, and yellow. It's like, oh, that's a human.
I told him he got to get with Jordan. Him and Jordan got to go do the tactical
I actually was
stuff.
talking to him about Jordan's pistol, and I was telling him about how you can air rack it, and he's like, that thing must be butter. I'm like, bro, butter's not even the word. I was like, my 5-year-old could. That's how smooth it is. It's just. But listen, it's a gun. That thing's a cheap car. Like literally, you can go get yourself a nice vehicle that'll get you to A to B for that cost.
No, but their generosity, they're so gracious. It's ridiculous. They're so
I know.
Nice.
I handed him a bottle. He goes, "What's this for?" I'm like, I feel like I owe you this.
So this is
He goes,
funny.
you don't owe me shit.
So
I'm
this
like,
is a funny story. Funny story. So Joe FaceTime Will, who just so happened to be with me that day, and FaceTime him and goes.
I was on a roll back. I missed the FaceTime of Bourne, and then I missed one from Will right after. So I was like, all right, let me just go down the line. Will, Bourne, and then turns out Will was with Bourne, so I knocked out 2 birds.
So he FaceTimes Will. He goes, I fell off the wagon, and he has this bottle of what is it? XO Hennessy.
Remy Martin XL. I was like, I'm falling off.
I'm falling off.
Will goes, he goes, if you fell off, you wouldn't be drinking Remy. I'm like, it's a $220 bottle of Remy. I'm like, this is exactly what I was falling off on. But I was telling Bourne and I was telling Phil also, like, listen, Phil they're just beyond grateful. Generous for everything.
Everything.
And but he's like, what's this for? I'm like, bro, I feel like I've owed you a gift since you gave me the tickets to the Giants-Dolphins game in the live section with my brother. It was just me and my brother. And I was like, ever since then, I wanted to get you something. They go, and you've fucking hooked me up with more shit since then. So I was like, I felt like it was only right. But I walked into my liquor store, my old liquor store, and I walked in and hey, Julie, how are you? I'm like, I'm good. And I grabbed the XL off the shelf.
What are you doing?
And he goes, whoa, everything okay? I was like, everything's fine, brother. 2 years dry. I was like, this is a gift for somebody else.
Yeah.
I go, but I still want to give you the business because I love you guys.
Yeah.
And he's like, I appreciate you. And but it was just funny that even the guy that owns the liquor store was like, oh, Joe. I'm like, I'm good, brother.
So towards the end of the night, Rach, myself, Sam, even Phil sipping on wine, right? Even Joe's kind of like, Bourne, you drinking wine?
I was like,
I'm social drinking. I'm
Bourne
just drinking.
social drinks.
Yeah.
And like the first time I asked Bourne, I'm like, you having a drink? He goes, yeah, I'm drinking some vodka. Next thing, an hour and a half later, I'm like, you drinking wine? He's like, yeah, I'm just having a glass of wine. So Phil pours up some of that cognac.
I was just about to get to that. So Phil pours the cognac, right? So mind you, this is something that Phil does. Phil will, if you're at his house long enough, he will duck off and go take a shower.
Yeah.
Like you won't find him. You won't know where he is. He'll just duck off, and he'll come back, coming out the shower, whatever this and that. But this I can't. And this is nothing.
The timing of it.
This is nothing. Fagalous. The man smells like $1 million when he comes out. Like literally. Like I'm not talking about like because he used soap or whatever. He uses these oils that are like Egyptian whatever, and then just the aroma is ridiculous.
No, he was smelling
So he
fantastic.
comes out here smelling like a supermodel, right? And then all of a sudden he starts sipping on the drink.
He looks at me and Bourne, he goes, she's strong.
Yeah. So then he leaves the cup right there. So then I grab it and I whiff it. And I'm like, oh my God.
It's the type that'll give you the chills.
As cold as it was last week, you could just drink that. You wouldn't need anything else.
Bro, when we used to go snowboarding, Fireball was our go-to. If you were cold, swig the bottle of Fireball, and it just sends a rush. You're like, warmed up now. But so he had poured the drink, and he had already said, he's like, she's good, she's strong, but she's good. And then he went and took the shower. But everyone's like, where's Phil? I'm like, I hope he ain't face down in the bed right now.
But he was like slow slipping. He was slow slipping. Because you had to.
It's a smart move. I'm going to actually start doing what Phil does and sneaking off and doing the shower. No, seriously, because like when there's so many people that's like, yo, I'm going to jump in the shower real quick. I'll be back out. It never actually happens.
He just bounces.
You got to wait till everybody leaves and then you finally get in and you're already exhausted. I'm going to start doing it.
I even FaceTimed in Asia.
While everyone's showing at my house. I'm going to be
I FaceTimed Asia. I was like, Asia, this guy smells like an Egyptian pharaoh. Like, that's how good his shit smells.
He came out looking like a new man. He's like, all right, where's my cognac?
Yeah, 100%.
Round 2.
100%. All right, EJ, let's get to it. This past weekend, the Commanders got annihilated. Saquon Barkley, 3 touchdowns.
Fun fact of the episode. The Philadelphia Eagles scored 7 rushing touchdowns in that game. That was more rushing touchdowns than the Dallas Cowboys had all year, which was 6. And
Bro.
I sent it to my neighbor Paul, who every Sunday when the Cowboys won, "Hey Joey, how about them Cowboys?" And I would yell back the same thing every single time he said it. "You're just moving back further in the draft pick. You're not making the playoffs." And that was our conversation. So I sent him that stat, and all I wrote underneath it was, "We suck." Listen, because I'm gonna own it too.
Yo, here's the thing. If I'm being completely honest, when it comes to the Eagles, all I think about is how good of a GM the Giants GM kid would be. You know, draft J.D. Daniels, bring back Saquon Barkley, and then the guy doesn't want to listen to his kid.
No, because
Joe.
No,
The,
he's
kid,
not trolling
the
me.
guy doesn't want to listen to his kid that actually said J.D. Daniels. J.D. Daniels went to the NFC
Listen,
Championship.
a lot
Saquon
of-
Barkley, first play of the game, 60-yard touchdown. You know
Listen,
what I'm saying?
a lot
Like,
of
it's
people
just-
passed up on Jaden Daniels. What was he, the 5th pick? 6th?
he was the
pick?
second pick.
Second?
Yeah, he was telling him to move up to
He
get
said trade
J.D.
up for J.D. Daniels.
Yeah. Who went first? Caleb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caleb butt juice.
He's okay.
He's not going to be Jaden Daniels.
No.
He's not
I
even
didn't
going.
say-
He's
I
not
didn't
going to
say
be a
that. I
Bo
didn't say that.
Nix.
But I didn't. Oh, let me get back to the game. I didn't expect the Eagles to put up a double nickel on freaking Washington. All of us except EJ took the Redskins. All of us.
Well, I mean, I took it because that's what I wanted. I wanted to see Jaden
Put up
Daniels.
55.
Listen, but at the end of the day, man, that is people
They
not
scored-
being able to hold the fucking ball.
They scored 8
And
touchdowns in the
I
game.
don't know if you guys seen the fumbles. They weren't punch outs, bro.
Yeah.
These guys were running into their own player and dropping the ball.
Right.
Like, yo, if the ball gets punched out, understandable, bro.
Right.
You got a 260-pound man throwing a haymaker at the ball. It's going to be hard to hold on to. But when you're running into your own player that's blocking for you, and that's what makes you drop the ball, both of them.
The future's very bright for the Redskins.
Absolutely. Listen, if I was the
Jaden
Redskins
Daniels-
right now,
Oh, man.
congratulations on a great season. And hold your head high because you have your franchise quarterback where a lot of us, Giants, Jets,
A lot of
Dolphins, still kind of, I don't care what they say about Tua, they need a new quarterback. A lot of people do.
Saquon just made it look too easy.
If I was
yesterday,
Denver,
though.
I'd be so happy right now,
Bro,
man.
first play of the game, he bounced off of 2 defenders. and
First
took it to the
offensive snap for the Eagles, he bounced off 2 defenders and took it 60
Listen.
yards to the house.
And EJ control all he wants. Everyone control all they want. Nobody ever said Saquon Barkley sucked.
Yeah, but
Nobody
why'd you guys
wanted
let him
Saquon Barkley to
leave?
leave.
Why'd
He
you let
didn't
him
have the
leave?
O-line, bro. Like, if he would have stayed, he wouldn't have did the numbers he did this year. If we would have gave him $17 million
That's a fair argument. That's
But
a
you
fair
build
argument.
around Saquon.
That's a
you
fair
drop
argument. That's a good
linemen.
point,
That's
Joe.
not what Saquon wanted.
Joe,
He
that's a
doesn't
good
want to
point.
be built around, bro. And we don't want to build around Saquon. It was a mutual fucking thing. We could have gave him $20 million more than the Eagles. He probably still would have left, bro. He would have not put up the numbers. He needed an O-line. He wants to shine. And
You know
guess
what, EJ? That's a really
shined.
good point.
He shined.
And now he's going to the Super Bowl.
Which he's gonna win.
So
Listen, now at this point, I was Josh Allen all day for MVP.
Hold on. So Saquon, let's not skip that. Let's take on that game. Saquon 3 touchdowns, Hurts 3 touchdowns, Shipley had 1, and then Brown had 1. So it's a total of 8 touchdowns. The Commanders ended up giving up. The rest.
Shout out to my boys who took A.J. Brown anytime touchdown.
Yeah,
That was a good bet.
that's a really
They
good
had
one.
8 touchdowns.
They had 8 touchdowns in the game, dude.
Yeah, bro. They scored 55 points. What game were
Scored
you watching?
50, like seriously. And
7
then
rushing touchdowns, brother.
in the
7.
second game, that's why it's leading up to what you were about to say. That's why I cut
I
you
don't
off.
know about this game, brother.
In the second game,
lot of
you got the
suspect
Kansas
calls.
City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. Now, Josh Allen has played Patrick Mahomes, is it 3 times already in the playoffs?
Yeah, over 3. Over 4.
No, 0 for 4, 4 times. He has 9 touchdowns and no turnovers and not a win.
And it's hard, man. It's hard. And you know what? I got to tell you, Dalton Kincaid just made Mark Andrews' life a little bit easier.
So here's the thing, because I've been hearing it all day from people that have been talking about the game. They're like, oh, the refs this, the refs that. Let me say something to you.
Listen, I'm not that guy, but that wasn't.
I'm gonna break this down for you to understand. Don't allow the game to be put in the referee's hands. Do something.
Easier said than done.
You know who didn't? You know who didn't put the game in the referee's hands? You know who did? The Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
That's who. They blew them out. They literally said, no. We're not doing this.
Yeah.
We're not. We're not allowing it. Now listen.
Listen, there was some suspect calls.
Mahomes was Mahoming. He was doing his thing.
Yeah.
He scored more points than he had to. It's the first time he scored 30 points all year.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy. Like, that's the first time we've scored over 30 points.
Kelsey
the
didn't
Jets
really,
have scored over
Kelsey
30 points.
Kelsey really didn't do anything in the game.
Listen, this is, he had, up until the fourth
Yeah,
quarter, he
no,
had one
I think he
catch
had
for 8
one.
yards. Listen, this is what I've been saying. You can rewind to all of our shows since week fucking 5. They just were floating by, man. They're just getting by, squeaking by. They didn't blow anybody out all year. So now,
I like these mics.
but yeah, I forgot what I was saying.
Stretching, something like that.
Back to what I was saying. Back to just they haven't. I remember what I was saying. They haven't blown anybody out at all, ever. They've never like. They didn't have one game this year where it's like, look at this stellar ass team. There's no way they're not three-peating. It's been a question all year. Are they going to do it?
Right.
Can they do it?
Right.
They're not really blowing anybody out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Where you got the Eagles who just put up 55 on Washington, who's not a layup. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the Kansas City Chiefs got a lot of work to do.
What we're gonna have? We're gonna have like 2 shows before. We're gonna have 2 shows before the Super Bowl, right? If I'm not mistaken. When's the Super Bowl? The 9th or the
It's usually the 8th, ain't it?
The 8th.
the 8th?
We're going to have one more show.
One more show before the Super Bowl. So we'll leave what we're gonna pick.
I'm excited
For that show.
The Pro Bowl this weekend. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff going on.
You know what I thought about that? It's funny because they do flag football during the Pro Bowl because nobody plays or whatever it may be.
Oh, that shit gets a little physical, though.
You know what they should do? They should take the players' kids and allow them to play flag football while the players actually become like coaches. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the dumbest thing, because
No,
what if the
it-
players don't have kids?
No, but I'm saying the ones that do have
Yo,
kids, you
you're
moron,
so-
yo.
You're just the
You're so
fucking
dumb.
devil's
Like, you're an
advocate.
idiot. Like, I'm talking about the ones that do have kids, because now you take the players and you turn them into actually having fun while they're watching their families.
Like golf does it.
yeah, like with the Tiger Woods father-son thing. Yeah.
How great was Charlie Woods hitting that hole-in-one with his dad standing?
Oh, absolutely.
Yo, Tiger
It's
Woods
hilarious.
didn't even see it. He was putting
Right,
his club in his
I
dad,
heard,
and he
I
goes,
heard.
And as they're walking up to the hole for Charlie to grab the hole, he goes, you know you have to buy everybody here a round of drinks, right? That's a rule.
Right.
And he goes, I'm not even 21. And he goes, can I borrow some money? So
Like that kid needs
Tiger
it.
Woods, no, but yo, really, Tiger Woods, he couldn't buy it, so Tiger Woods ended up having to buy everybody.
No,
the
the
round of
reason why I
drinks.
say that is because those All-Star games, almost all of them, are like, they're like boring, except hockey. Hockey where the skills competition, where they gotta do all that, that's dope. That's
Yeah,
cool.
They do a lot, but there's cool shit like when they do the throwing and the like. There's some fun.
But the
ones.
problem is the All-Star games for every sport have turned into this, like, it's stupid. It's nonsense. So
It's
it's, like,
it's
NBA All-Star Game, trash.
Yeah,
The
so figure-
Home Run Derby's good.
Home Run Derby's
MLB
fine.
All-Star
home
Game's
run
good.
derby's good as long as the final round turns into like real competition.
If it's Pete Alonso, like someone else.
yeah, like
come on, man. That guy needs to hang it up, pal.
Huh?
Hang it up.
don't change the subject. Stick to football. We'll make
baseball's
we'll
coming,
make
relax.
we'll make
Just saying.
we'll make our
Guy needs to go
picks.
back to hunting.
We'll make our Super Bowl picks next week. But it was crazy to watch those games. I mean, Philadelphia blowing them out like that.
I do like the fact that it was a great game. The second game, it was a
Yeah.
good game. It was a nail biter to the end. Dalton Kincaid makes that catch. It's a different ball game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're blaming the refs for everything, but if he makes
I
that
didn't
catch-
blame the refs for
No,
nothing.
I'll tell you
Bills
what.
fans
I'll
in
tell you what.
general.
I don't care what anybody fucking says. Josh Allen had that first down.
He did.
I didn't blame.
He
I
did.
didn't blame the refs
No,
for
no, no,
nothing.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. I just
He had
want to.
that first
I want to
down.
clarify on my understanding of football. When you catch a ball and it's not don't have full possession of the ball and it hits the ground, it's not a catch, right?
No, it has to move.
The ball has to move.
The
ball has to-
moves.
So if you have
The ball
full,
was
if you
on
have
his shoulder
full-on-
pad, and it
all right, put
literally
this way.
moved sideways, and
if
he
I have
literally
full,
dropped
if I have
it.
full possession like this and the ball like moves like that, they're not calling it. That's still possession. But if you're going down to the ground and it hits and it shifts like this and
shifts.
you still have it, that's not possession.
So what they're
that's-
trying to say is
But the
because
Josh Allen
he
thing
had
was a over the top, bro. He hit that from 2 different angles. Before we went to commercial break, I go, they're not going to reverse it because the call in the field was turnover on downs. But if they called that first down, they
They
couldn't
don't-
reverse that to turnover on downs.
No, they
It was
couldn't.
whatever the call in the field was, and unfortunately for Josh Allen, he didn't get lucky enough to get the call. But after watching the replays, and it's all over the internet today, man, like, listen, I did not think. Sometimes, you know what they say, like, sometimes, like, hide in plain sight. Like, that's the best way to get away with
Right.
anything. Hide in plain sight. When you go out of your way to hide, this is how you get caught.
Mm-hmm.
Hide in plain sight, act natural. I didn't think, I mean, obviously everyone is expecting the Chiefs to three-peat. I didn't think putting $10K on Kansas City money line was going to hit because that's the obvious bet. Turns out the obvious bet was the right bet.
Hide in plain sight. You said it.
Hide in plain sight.
So I have
Everyone
to,
took Buffalo with the points because they thought Buffalo might win outright.
I have to do this because somebody asked me to do this, and shout out to him. They wanted to know what exactly were you trying to say last episode when you were trying to make Josh Allen your pick. When you were trying to pick the Buffalo Bills, you said big, white, Josh Allen.
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now because me and my boy Will, shout out Will, he was so adamant about taking Baltimore last week. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling him right now, I'm like, you don't want those Josh Allen problems, bro.
So you basically swinging Josh Allen's penis, and he was swinging Lamar Jackson's penis.
So every time, like first drive, Josh Allen rushes in, and I go, Josh Allen swinging that big white dick all over that field. Because, you know what I'm saying? You see Lamar Jackson doing it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson just dancing on people, just flexing. So hey, and then Buffalo turn up. I must have texted Will, Buffalo defense in all caps 4 times. Pick, fumble recovery, pick. I'm like, Buffalo defense. And every time Josh Allen scored, I'm like, there goes that white dick swinging again.
Oh, my
So I didn't want to say it on the show, but that's all I kept texting him. I'm like, dog, he's got that big dick energy.
So Benetti's sitting there, he's here, I'm here, I'm about to make my pick, and he does that, and we're like, yo, what the hell was this guy about to say?
Let me clarify it, man. Up until last night, Josh Allen's been swinging that thing all over the field all season, and he beat the damn Chiefs. He should have did it again. It came down to it, and you know what's funny is after they scored that touchdown before half, Will was hype as shit. I go, that's too much time, brother. I go, Josh Allen's it's gonna cancel out.
Why don't you tell the audience really why you don't want the Chiefs to win? Tell them. Tell them. Tell them.
I mean, there's a laundry list, but number 1, Taylor Swift. Can't stand that bitch.
Yo, the Swifties are gonna come after the show.
Listen, man, I don't give a shit. My goddaughter's the only Swiftie I know and the only Swiftie I'll support. All other Swifties, first of all, and if you're over the age of 30 and call yourself a Swiftie, you need to get a mental health check.
What if Jordan Craig said he was a Swiftie?
Well, he didn't though, so don't bring that up.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't talk as much. We wouldn't talk as much. I know that I know EJ's got Taylor Swift songs.
I don't know one song.
I don't either. Yo,
what's
I said
one song?
I said Wrecking Ball to Giabella. She goes, that's Miley Cyrus. I'm like, then I officially know no Taylor Swift.
What's one? I don't know. I'm not trolling. I'm not
serious.
trolling.
Do you have access to the music right now?
I'm not trolling. No.
Oh no! That'll get us flagged in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
in
don't
every
do that.
single country, like Michael
Let me
Jackson.
look it up. Let me look it up.
What's her number 1 song ever? Yo, listen, for everybody out there, I am being dead. I don't have. I
My
talked about
number
it
one
before.
song ever is "Cruel Summer."
I don't even know what that is.
I don't even know what it is. I'm telling you right now.
I'm gonna play it real
don't
quick
play
in
it because
my AirPod, and I'm gonna
don't.
let you
Shut
know.
your mic off so we don't get flagged.
Yeah, you definitely got to do that. Because speaking of that is a real thing. Because McAfee will mute all of the mics in the studio when he's speaking to somebody. Rogan,
when he's cursing,
Rogan had to mute.
I told you, yeah.
Yeah.
So like Rogan's screen was it right or left?
Rogan had to mute a section of his podcast when he was listening to AC/DC music because he didn't want the AC/DC music on his actual show. So it's not just us that go through it too.
Hold on, let me hit the.
Do you know the song?
Never heard it.
See,
This
that's
is,
what I'm
this
saying.
is her number 1 song.
I don't know none
This
of
is
it.
her like claim to fame song. No. There's no way.
I'll play a different one.
Can you tell the audience what you're playing?
This
We're
one's
stuck on
Lover.
dead air.
This one's "Lover."
No clue.
I don't even want it in my ear, brother. Thank you for the lesson, but I don't know either one of those songs.
No.
No, I mean, listen. I guess I was rocking with Miley Cyrus
For those conspiracy theorists, again, you get Kelsey and Kelsey because you know Jason is going to be all over.
It's funny. Giabella goes, "Have they shown Taylor Swift on the screen?" I go, "No." She goes, "Why?" I go, "Because Travis Kelsey has 1 catch for 8 yards." It's not even shown. Yeah, and then when Mahomes rushed the touchdown in, they showed Taylor Swift hugging Mahomes' wife. I'm like, there she is, because Kelsey ain't doing shit tonight. I think he ended up getting 1 more catch for like 20 yards.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, no, but what was like, anytime touchdown Kelsey, I'm like, do not do that. I go, do not do that. I don't like that one at all. I think I went 10 for 11 on prop bets the past 2 weeks. Player props.
If you would have put them in.
All the ones I told him to play. The only one I didn't hit was last week, James Cook, anytime touchdown. He got stopped at the 1, and then Josh Allen ran it in.
James Cook played.
He had two last night. Listen, bro, the Buffalo Bills played a great game. Their defense played great. Everyone played great. It was just, it's two powerhouse teams going up against each other.
If I'm Buffalo, I don't do nothing different. I literally have Josh
I fire my defensive coordinator.
I literally have
defense.
Josh Allen take a restructured contract, make a signing bonus, free up the $10 million needed to sign the free agents that you want to sign. And that's it, pretty much. They're not that far off.
They get a true number one wide receiver.
No, they don't. They've gotten there without it.
I also want to touch on the fact that Patrick Mahomes has Travis Kelce, Hollywood Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, DeAndre Hopkins, Xavier Worthy, and then has
Noah Gray.
Then he's got Pacheco out in the flat.
Kareem
Hunt, who did damage last night. Josh Allen's number one wide receiver is Shakir.
Shakir's not even bad.
And then you got Keon Coleman. I mean, I'm just saying, the level of wide receiver talent is not as good. Mac Hollins, shout out Mac Hollins.
Mr. No Shoes.
Bro, listen, because he grounds himself with the earth. He becomes one with the earth, man. You should try that out. It's good. It's good healing.
You do notice it when you do it, though. It's a real thing. It's not fake. It's real.
My wife does it all the time. She grounds herself.
It's real.
And you want to know what's funny? My brother, when we were in Colorado, his feet were hurting because, Rob's got that bad ankle or bad heel. And Rob literally took off his socks, shoes, snowboard boots, and everything, and literally was walking on the snow. People were looking at Rob like he was crazy. But, his feet were really hurting that bad, and he brought it up, a week or two ago that
it helps.
He hasn't been having as much ankle pain. I'm like, bro, you grounded yourself with the earth at, almost the highest level.
Yeah, it gets really deep with that to where people believe that...
Again, I'm a big placebo guy.
The Earth's magnetic field is good for when you actually have your feet attached to the ground.
Listen, I'm a big placebo guy.
Yeah.
I'm a big placebo guy. If I can get my mind to believe it, I believe it.
Remember when they came out with those stupid little wrist things with the magnetic thing in the middle, and all the basketball players and baseball players were wearing it on their neck and their chain, and everybody was like, oh, it balances you, and they were selling it nonstop in the freaking malls and all types of shit. Everybody was getting it. The company was worth billions of dollars, all types of shit, to find out the shit was a scam.
Yeah. It was supposed to help you with your equilibrium.
Yeah. It'd be like, they do the little thing on you where they're like, okay, let me pull you. Okay, now let me pull you now while you have it on, and you wouldn't get pulled as much. And it's like, you see?
Yeah, because they barely pull you the first time. The second time, they're yanking you like they're yanking their kids out of a car at the fucking candy store and stuff. Bro, listen, I'm pretty sure my dad put that bracelet on and fell over. I don't think that thing works at all. I think my dad actually did get scammed on it. I'm pretty sure he bought it. I'm almost 99% sure he bought that thing.
Well, guys, that's going to conclude today's episode. Make sure you click like, subscribe on all podcast platforms.
Who we got in the bowl?
Well, we'll make the decision next week. We said that.
Let's give it a preliminary.
Early?
Right now, before we start seeing all the crazy propaganda in the news.
Miami Dolphins.
You lose. I think the Eagles do it.
Kansas City. No chance.
Nobody wants to bet against Patty.
No chance. No.
I think, again.
EAGLES.
Yeah, listen, I think, again, going back, it's the first time they scored 30 points all season. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to have to score 50 to beat the Eagles.
Maybe. If they stop the run, and make a bunch. We're getting into more details that I wanted to leave for the next episode.
Barkley, go for it.
Well, guys, make sure you click like, subscribe. Episode sponsored by Katie Power Greens. And, guys, go to inasiacologne.com to get all of your EC Respect merch. Appreciate you guys. Check you out next episode.